everybody, I wanted to start today's video off slightly different than the other ones that I've been doing. And first off, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that's watching and leaving comments or liking the videos to let me know that you guys are enjoying the 30-day sketchbook challenge. I know that I said it was going to be more of like a mixed media, and I have been using mostly Copics and jelly rolls and a little bit of various different colors of inks here and there. But today's video, I'm going to be using some Prismacolors along with my Copic markers and some ink as well. So I have gone and pre-drawn my sketch for today. I've just had such a really bad headache, and because my lamps are just so bright, I had to turn them off, and I just couldn't sit underneath the lights today. But this is the initial drawing that I'm going with. So the prompt for today is a fortune teller, so I decided to go ahead and draw this picture, and I really like her so much that I think I'm going to turn her into a bigger watercolor painting after my challenge is completely over. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and transfer this image to my paper here using my light pad as usual, and I'll be back with the time-lapse version of the video, and we'll go from there. I'm hoping to do a voiceover for the rest of the video as well. I do have a couple things that I'd like to talk about for this particular sketch that I did and why I decided to go ahead and do this kind of sketch. So I'm going to stop talking here and let's get right into the video. So right here in the video, I'm just doing the basic line work for this image. Going through it after I put the line work and everything in on the curtains in the background, I was kind of not liking the way that it was working out, and I realized after I colored the picture and I went looking at pictures of fabric that's kind of laid or bent in the way that the curtains are in the background, that I really should have just used the darker colors to make those lines and not draw them in with the black fine liner the way I did. But it is what it is, and it's the way that it came out. Not too crazy about it. So when I had mentioned that I was going to turn this into a bigger watercolor painting. And I think what I'm going to do is change the way that I did do the curtains and leave out all those extra lines and put them in with the watercolor paint. Well, I can't really say watercolors. I usually use Inktense blocks, and those, while they do, they are water soluble. They're not really watercolors. They're more of an ink, I guess. So that's what I'll be doing with that. And the same with the hands as well. I wasn't impressed with how I had drawn the hands on here. And if you haven't noticed already, I struggle so much with hands. And I find it so hard to get them to go the way that I want them to go, in the position that I want them, the size that I want them. Like sometimes I'll draw hands that are ridiculously way too small in proportion to the head. And again, it's something that I'm learning. I've been only drawing my own characters since maybe about 3 years ago. Usually when I did art, I did like graphite sketches and stuff like that. Or I would copy. I wouldn't say really copy. Well, yeah, I guess I would copy other people's art for my own practice, not to sell, not to give away as gifts or anything. But you know how when you're new, you kind of copy a certain artist that you like, so you can pick up on some skills and whatnot. But I did get out of that quite some time ago. And yeah, so for the past 3 years, I'm saying 3 years, it might have been a little bit longer, maybe 4, I have been creating my own characters, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. So here I'm just using the latest Copic marker that I use for the skin area, and it is an E50. I don't know all the colors I use for the rest of the painting, or the illustration, I should say. But I know I did use E50, E00, E11, and E31. Those are my 4 basic skin colors that I go to. I haven't been brave enough to venture out and get other colors. I have other colors to use. It's just that those are the colors that I feel most comfortable with right now, and I don't want to venture out and do something that's darker or you know what I mean? I have to work my way into it. It's like when you're first learning how to, when I first learned how to draw my characters, I started with, you know, just faces. Then I decided to start drawing in the necks and the shoulders, and then I started venturing into, you know, trying to draw hands and then putting backgrounds in it. You know, it's just the little steps that I have to take in order to get comfortable with what I'm doing. Sometimes I find as well that it takes me a long time to get colors looking the way that I want. And even when I use like a regular Copic paper, the really thin stuff, I bought some of that to practice on because I have Express It Blend It card as well. I'm afraid to use that. It's so expensive, and I don't feel like my skills are good enough to be doing work on that paper yet. Some of you may disagree, and but on my personal goals and the level that I think I'm at, I am not as good as some of the other people that I watch. So I'm very I'm not confident with my skills yet to be able to go ahead and use the really good paper. So I'm just using my Moleskine sketchbook for this challenge, and I apologize. There's something going on with my throat tonight, and I'm finding it a little bit hard to talk. So if I start to sound like a frog, then I apologize for that. And I also have a puppy in the background that's making a lot of noise, so I do apologize for that as well if you hear her. She seems to get really mischievous when I sit down to do something, and it's like when you have little kids in the house. You know when they're quiet, they're doing something that they're not supposed to. Well, this puppy that I have is the exact same way. But she'll be one in just a few weeks, but she's still puppy. She has a lot of puppy left in her. So if you want to check her out, she's on my vlog channel, and I do vlog her quite a bit. So she's has a lot of personality. But here I am using the darker red Copic that I have to put some highlights in the background. And again, I'm really not liking the way that the curtains turned out. In general, the whole entire piece was really fun to do, and I wanted to mention the reason why I did the fortune teller. When the prompt came up, I was excited to do it. I have always been interested in tarot cards and, you know, the paranormal, the unexplained things, those kind of things, and palmistry and stuff like that, and I find it very interesting. And I do have some oracle decks and tarot card decks myself. I don't know how to read them perfectly, but I do enjoy sitting down and playing around with them. And I have never been to a fortune teller, but I would love to be able to go see a fortune teller. Whether you want to believe that what they say is true or not, I think it would be a fun experience to go and see, you know, how close this person or a person can come to telling you something. Even a psychic medium, I would love to be able to go and speak with a psychic medium. And I really think that those types of skills are really interesting. And yeah, so I've always been interested in that kind of thing. So when the prompt came up for the fortune teller, I'm like, I gotta do this. So I was really excited. And it took me way too long to actually do this picture. I think I went into the next day, and I should have been already working on a prompt for the next day, and I picked at this one so much that I you know, I put myself back a prompt a day. So I had to play catch up after this one, but I really had fun doing it. And I like the way the character turned out in the end. But like I said, if I could take the character and the crystal ball out of the picture and put her onto another background, I would have been so much more into this picture. But like I said, I'm not used to coloring fabric and how fabric's supposed to bend, and you get the shades, and you know, the shadows and the highlights and everything in the fabric. So I'm still working on that. But overall, I think the picture came out pretty good. And like I said, I had fun doing it. I don't think I have anything else to say for the picture itself. I really do hope that you guys are enjoying the process, and I hope you're enjoying the videos. I'm really having a lot of fun doing these, and I'm telling you, some of these prompts are really challenging for me, even though it may not seem like it. But yeah, sometimes it takes me. I struggle quite a bit, like I said, to draw hands and certain things like arms and positioning arms and making sure that they're in the right place. But yeah, I can pick this picture apart a million times over, but I'm told by other people that I shouldn't do that and that I'm too hard on myself, so I'm just going to leave it at that. And like I said, it's all a learning process. And, you know, the more you practice, the more you get better at something. So I'm hoping that this 30-day challenge can help me with that. And the only other issue I have with the 30-day challenge is that I'm so excited about using my Copics and that I actually have something to use them for, that I'm using my ink like crazy and I have no refills for my markers. And that is the only thing that really bothers me about doing this challenge. There is a Copic shortage now, so a lot of the places that carry them, they don't have a lot of the refills either. So if you've been following on my vlog, those of you who have been watching will know that I'm going on vacation in, I think it's down to 7 weeks and 3 days. So I'm on the big countdown here, and I'm hoping to get to a couple of art stores. Hopefully, I live 10 hours away from the nearest art store, and I am just way up in the boonies in northern Manitoba in Canada, so I don't have much chance to get anything unless I order it online. So I am hoping to get to an art store, and hopefully I can find some Copic refills, especially for the ones that I use the most. Some other ones I'm not really too worried about, but that's my struggle right now, is I'm finding it hard to use my markers and thinking that I'm not going to be able to get the refills for them. So, yeah, so that's my challenge. But I'm going to leave it at this. I do some shading with the Prismacolors here in a little bit, like I had mentioned. I have been using my Copics quite a bit and decided that I would bring in some of the Prismacolor coloring leads that I do have to do some shading in the face and the skin, and little bits and pieces around the entire piece here. So I really hope you guys are enjoying the process, as I mentioned before. And if you do, go ahead, leave some comments down below, and maybe leave some suggestions for some future videos that you might want to see. Or if there's something that you'd like for me to attempt to draw, then you can leave some suggestions for that as well. So, but yeah, as I mentioned, I do have the vlog channel, and I am going on vacation. I will be vlogging my vacation, so if you want to keep up to date with that and what's going on with me and my everyday life. I don't vlog every day, just I vlog throughout the week, and then I do a mashup of videos for now, because I don't have that many subscribers. But yeah, if you want to keep tabs on me and what I'm going to be doing on the vacation and where I'm going and all that fun stuff, you can pop over there and subscribe to that channel. And yeah, so that's it for me today. I don't know what else to say, and I'm really trying my best to do these voiceovers because I know some people like to hear artists talk about their work and everything. So I'm really, really trying, but sometimes I don't know what to say. And but yeah, if you guys want to keep hearing the voiceovers, let me know. If you'd rather the music, let me know about that as well. And I'm gonna leave you right now. And again, thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. And if you haven't done so already, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel for some future videos. We're only 10 prompts into the 30-day challenge, so there's lots more to come. So that's it for me for today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.